The Orks have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The Orks still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of Chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of Chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a Chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the Orks than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of Chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by Orks?
I've never seen an Ork lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't Orks, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
At your command.
The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it,
Scouts
and we will
advance.
have access to powerful abilities.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. At your command. Getting into position. Getting into position. Infiltrating enemy territory. Scouts advance. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Marine squad deployed. At your command. Understood. Orders received. Fear denies faith. Orders received, brother. Weapons at ready. It is time. Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Orks!
Orders received.
Attack!
Fear our wrath.
Position
Direct us to the
secure.
enemy. Commencing attack. Weapons at ready. It is time. Direct us to the enemy.
Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration.
Wait. They weren't attacking. They were fleeing.
What could inspire fear in an orc?
Mercy grows from idleness.
What is your will? Yes, Lord? With all due haste.
Scouts awaiting orders. We will move ahead and mark any
Something
enemy
is not
positions.
right here. These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution.
At your command.
Yes, Lord? With all due haste. Yes, Lord?
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact.
Apothecary ready. The battlefield awaits. Who requires my aid? Apothecary ready.
Scouts in position. Scouts advance. Commencing infiltration.
Eldar.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the
Commencing
presence of the forces of
infiltration.
chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos. I will have answers either way. Press on.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine Sector 1 initiated.
The enemy is attacking. What are your needs? Let the grenades fly! Death or healing. I care not which you see. I am ready to serve. Again.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Scouts here. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Taking damage.
Commencing infiltration. Commencing infiltration.
Even in death I still serve.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
At last, back to war. Die! 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 I am the instrument of his will.
How can I serve?
Gathering intelligence. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts advance. Commencing infiltration. Scouts advance. Search commencing. I sense danger. We will root it out. Yes, my lord. On patrol.
The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands. I follow your commands. Direct me to the injured. I follow your commands. I follow your commands.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino
follow
transport
your
tanks. They will allow us to get
Under
through
fire.
unscathed and attack the
Emperor shall
Dark
fall
Reapers
if
on
I
those
can
cliffs
help it.
above. Rhino transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult.
How can I serve? Embark.
Rhino ready. We deliver into battle.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Faith is eternal. I will purge the unclean. Moving out. Moving out. To me, my brothers, by his word. Moving out. I will purge the unclean. By his word. I will be there soon. I will purge the unclean. Moving out.
Under fire!
Take me into battle.
Rhino transport is prepared.
Disembarking.
Going straight to the front line.
What are your needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Attack!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for myself. I am ready to serve. Again. I will be there soon. Command me. At last, back to war. Even in death I still serve. Faith is eternal.
Attack! Death or healing.
Command.
They're no wishes.
Rhino ready. Take refuge within
What
our
are your needs?
Yes, Lord? As you wish. As you wish.
Rhino here. We
Deploying.
We carry the virtuous.
I follow your commands. I follow your commands. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Even in death I still serve.
Charge! Onward to glory!
Heretic, it is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am the instrument of his will.
None shall stop us. Fear our wrath. Weapons at ready. It is time. Direct us to the taking damage.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Cleanse, purge, kill.
Command me. Burn, heretic.
At your command.
Command me.
Apothecary here.
I am the instrument of his will. Even in death I still serve. At last, back to war.
Scouts here. I sense danger. We will root it out. Search commencing.
Is eternal.
I follow your commands.
Scouts ready. Commencing
Taking
infiltration.
heavy fire.
On patrol.
Command me.
Death or healing. I care not which you see. The battlefield awaits. Death or healing. I care not which you see. The battlefield awaits. At your command. Understood. How can I serve? Apothecary here.
At last, back to war. Faith is eternal. To me, my brothers. I will be there soon. To me, my brothers.
How can I serve? Taking heavy fire. Ever vigilant. Orders received, brother.
Faith is eternal. I am the instrument of his will.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall.
Scouts ready. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Even in death I still serve. I am the instrument of his will.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Scouts advance. On patrol. Gathering intelligence. Search commencing. Getting into position. Scouts advance. Gathering intelligence.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Take me into battle. Identifying targets. Even in death I still serve.
I follow your commands. Death or healing. I care not which you see. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. Direct me to the injured. I follow your commands.
Command me.
The battlefield awaits.
At last, back to war.
How can I serve? Awaiting orders.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am ready to serve.
Intelligence. Getting into position. Commencing infiltration. Getting into position. Commencing infiltration.
At least we know that the Orks and Eldar are not in league together.
On patrol.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve death.
Attacking as ordered. Orders received. None shall stop us. Maintain attack formation.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve again.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. Direct me to the injured. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's chosen.
To me, my
Enemy is
brothers,
attacking.
faith is eternal.
Direct me to the injured. Direct me to the injured. They are finished. Attack!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Let the grenade fly! We stand ready. Fire in the hole!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Cleanse, purge, kill!
I am the instrument of his will. I am the instrument of his will.
Yes, my lord.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I am ready to serve again. I am the instrument of his will. Identifying targets.
Fear denies faith. Maintain attack formation. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
I am ready
finest.
to serve again. I am ready to serve again. I am the instrument of his will. I am the instrument of his will. Burn, heretic! I am the instrument of his will. Die! Die! Die!
What are your needs? I follow your commands. At your command. Strategic point identified.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Even in death I still serve.
Most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
The battlefield awaits.
I have awoken. At last, back to war. I still serve.
They are finished. Attack!
I am ready to serve. Again. I shall end. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Warwind here.
Death or healing. I dare not.
I am ready to serve. Again. I have waited long, and in death I still serve. Command me. I have waited long for this day. Even in death I still serve. I am ready to serve. Again.
They are finished. Attack! I follow your commands. Attack! Attack! We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
I am the instrument of his will. I shall end.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I am the instrument of his will.
Take enemy fire!
Even in death I still serve.
Fire in the hole!
Command me. Even in death I still serve. I have waited long for it. Is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Identifying targets.
Whirlwind here. Preparing Whirlwind missile battery to fire.
How can I serve? Attacking at order.
Fate is eternal.
Engaging the enemy. Attacking at order.
Command me. Even in death I still serve. Die! 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 Command me.
The battlefield awaits.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Understood. Commencing attack.
Gathering intelligence. I sense danger. We will root it out. Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration. Search commencing. Getting into position. Getting into position. Getting into position. Yes, my lord. On patrol. On patrol. Commencing infiltration.
I follow your commands.
Establishing
No
a secondary
servant of the
base near
Emperor
this
shall
location
fall
will
if
give us
I
a
can
forward
help it.
position with which to engage the enemy.
Taking damage. Taking no servant. The Emperor shall fall. I command.
Scouts in position.
What are your needs?
Whirlwind here. His wrath falls from the heavens.
Better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
What are your needs? Attack!
Fate is eternal. Command me. Take me to battle. Fate is eternal. I shall end you.
What are your needs? How can I serve? The battlefield awaits.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Preparing Whirlwind missile battery to fire.
Command me. At last, back to war. Die! 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 At last, back to war.
Apothecary here. How can I serve? Under fire. I follow your command. How can I serve?
Command me. At last, back to war. At last, back to war.
Apothecary here. Let the grenade fire!
We will root it out. The enemy is in our sights. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
I serve mankind. So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.